Like for instance, Pierce, who was in my group, was playing my father, and so having that connection with him before we dived into rehearsals and really just forming that relationship comes through on stage when you're performing, because the audience can tell when you're just kind of pretending versus when there's a real actual connection and you're seeing those two people as two people on stage. So I think that like forming those bonds and like improv games and everything that we would do before that might be seen by some as unimportant is actually some of the most important teaching that we get throughout rehearsals.
It definitely helps to like connect with people more, because a lot of people will go like ignored, not like go ignored, but I mean some people you just like won't talk to out of just like, I don't know, fear or certain things, and certain activities will bring you together to have to like work together to get things done or whatever. So stuff like that does help, even though sometimes it may not seem like it does, but it's sometimes like little things like that that will be able to help you. I mean, even in Newsies, I had like 2 or 3 friends who I knew before, and then I made some. But by Beauty and the Beast, I mean, I got to know pretty much everybody, and that was really fun, because you meet people, and then you meet people's friends, and then you become friends with their friends, and then, you know, it just ends up being a lot of different people you get to hang out with, you know.
One of my favorite parts of the character, just because like flying in itself was such a cool experience, working with like the tech crew and stuff, having like side conversations with the people actually making me fly, and it was a lot of fun. But I think like as an actor, I at first was a little hesitant because I wasn't sure how I was going to deal with like going up in the air. I was worried I was going to be afraid or something like that. But once I actually did it, I realized that I wasn't actually thinking about me as the actor. I was thinking much more about the character.
With the master classes that AWIP has done and the professionals who come in and really show you what it's like to have a career in the arts. Like it doesn't just have to be a hobby or one of those things that you check off the list when you're in high school. It really can continue for the rest of your life, and especially if it's something that you're passionate about. It doesn't go away. It's something that's going to stick with you. And I think that AWIP really helped me to realize that.
I think my main way of growing was that a lot of times when I was playing my character, I would try to take an approach at like looking at it through my own life, so I could give him more of a realness to his character instead of just like a beast and someone who is grumpy. But instead I would look into my own life, like what makes me upset, what makes me angry. It was very like a reflective process.
So before Newsies, I didn't like to sing in front of anyone, like at all. Like I would never do that. After Beauty and the Beast, I was a lot more comfortable with singing in front of people, even though I didn't do very much of it, but I still won't do much of it. But I feel like I'm definitely a little more comfortable with it now, especially because, you know, people went and saw me and heard me sing, so at least I know that they're prepared. Also, I have a lot more friends. I have a lot of great friends now, who I didn't have before Newsies.